We live in an era where knowledge is laid out like a buffet. Every answer is available online, just a screen tap away. Yet, strangely, the very moment we think we know the most is when we risk thinking the least. So, what remains when no one teaches us anymore? Do you truly know what to do with a book beyond flipping from the first page to the last? Do you know how to resist ignorance without a teacher in the classroom? This book doesn't promise to lead you to success, doesn't offer formulas, and certainly doesn't sell illusions. It's a handwritten map, smudged in places, from someone who stumbled, learned wrongly, read incorrectly, but never stopped believing that learning is the bravest act a human being can do for themselves. There is one thing people cannot give each other, cannot borrow, and cannot steal. It's not found in schools, not printed in books, and not available on any diploma hanging on the wall. That is the initiative to learn what I call self-study. It's not grand like a revolution, but it quietly transforms a lifetime. I don't write these words from an ivory tower of theory. I have lived, experienced, been stuck, and gained insight. In a country where learning is sometimes a privilege and books a luxury, I was forced to self-study like someone searching for water in a desert. And I understand, those who don't learn don't truly live. People still think learning is for school, but self-study teaches you to cook with your own fire, even if it's just kindled from a wet match. Self-study is not for geniuses. It's for anyone humble enough to realize they still lack knowledge. The more educated one is, the more one must continue learning. A person who stops learning is a person slowly dying. People can steal your property, your position, even your freedom. But no one can take the knowledge you have self-studied. It leaves no trace on paper, but it changes every decision you make, every action you take, every person you become. There is a strange paradox in learning. The more you learn, the more you realize you haven't learned anything at all. And that very realization, which seems unsettling, is actually the door to a profound academic life. If you don't yet feel the need for self-study, please don't leave this conversation. Because what I'm sharing here is only for those who have awakened. Don't think self-study is only for the talented. The best learners I've met are not the top students in class, but those who were once poor students but persevered to an absurd degree. There's one last thing I want you to prepare for: long-term joy. Don't expect learning to bring immediate gratification. It's not like watching a movie, eating ice cream, or winning a game. It's like planting a seed. You won't see anything for a few weeks, but if you water it diligently, one day you'll suddenly realize you think differently, speak differently, act differently, and that's when you feel joy. That joy is deeper than any fleeting pleasure because it doesn't come from outside. It comes from the feeling that you have evolved, and that is a joy that only a self-learner can understand. When you are ready for self-study, you are not just opening a book, you are opening a different version of yourself. A more patient, deeper, and truer version of yourself. Prepare for that.